What? That's not right. That is the wrong swarm. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? I know it's snowing. I'm looking right at it. I'm trying to set up this machine so that way it doesn't use this computer for the light build. That way it doesn't lag out when I'm doing a light build on stream. And it looks like there's a setting for it, but it did not take. So I'm trying to adjust that. And I've got to go at 1 to go see my little girl's parade, Halloween parade. Now luckily it's inside the school gymnasium, so it's not a big deal. Excuse me. You're gonna drive to work, meow? Kristen, you are just the best. You know that? I hope your husband appreciates how awesome you are. Alright, tune back in when you get to work. That's not bad. That may be what I'm going for right there. Just... Whoops. Where did I look? Oh, there we go. Just bright enough. I don't know if I have to, so what I'm going to do is set this to 4. And I think I have to restart it. Although that worked out real well. The grass is looking real good. Lighting looks real good on it too. I'm pretty happy about that. So that is going to be one of the new ones that I'm going to be spreading around a little bit. Just to kind of try and make it a little bit easier to get through this. I'm going to lock that group. I don't really want it brighter. I wonder if I pop that down to 2. I just wanted to go a little further out here because these are a lot wider open spaces. I don't really want to get caught in the trap of perfection, but I just want to see what happens if I do that. Now, in theory, it should be taking my new developer settings of only 4 processors. God damn it, it did not. And it was supposed to avoid local execution. It did not. Well, maybe. Hey, Mr. Panyik. How you doing today? I am learning Russian, or trying to, but so far I've been trying to learn what they sound like. Oh my god, I know that word! Privet. Privet меня зовут Scott. I just didn't know that's how it was spelled. Okay, so it looks like it might be You're from the Ukraine? Ukraine is a good place. Originally gotten my first modelers and animators from there. I wonder if I change this. Well, that's not bad. I don't think this is lagging out at all. It may on the invalidating previous lighting. What are you doing in the Ukraine there, Mr. Ponyik? Privet меня зовут Scott. So far the only thing I know how to say in Russian. But I'm trying to learn it. Alright. That is a fair bit better. You still with us, Mr. Ponyik? Grass is looking pretty good. That is interesting. That is set to 2. That is not like a lot of space. It's quite dark. PS fire vertical. Where did he attach that? He just added it to the skeletal mesh. Hey, Minecrafter 3452, how you doing today? Playing anything fun today? Do anything fun for Halloween? Hey, Paul, are you still watching? You are. Well, a little bit. How many particles would be safe to add to this tree to have the tree being on fire? And do you have a preferred particle system I should use for that? Jason for Halloween. That's kind of neat. I went to a haunted house last night. First time I've ever been to one. You're gonna roll out? You're going on BO2? I don't know what that means. BO2. Oh, Black Ops 2. I gotcha. Well, you have fun with that Black Ops 2. You have many, many, many kills and very few deaths. We'll see you soon, Minecrafter. Alright, fire off another real quick light bake with these levels open so I can see what the overall lighting is with the sanity lights. Okay, it says it's only using 4 cores, but it sure looks like it's using more than that. So I don't know how much I believe that. Oh, Kristen. Nobody is ready for the snow. This isn't Colorado. We don't want that white shit here. I wonder if the periscope is still up. Let's take a look. Good coffee today, too. Paul's working from home, so he does not get to experience the delicious coffee today. Although he may have delicious coffee at home. Alright. Saved out our Lurvel. And we're going to just fly through this. We're going to fly through it today. We're not going to get caught. Oh, what the hell? In the trap of the trying to make shit perfect. What is that? Oh, it's just one giant boulder. And we keep making progress. It's just way slower than I was expecting, just because of we added a bit more complicated game mechanics into this with the final zombie chase. Motherfuck. I think I put that in the wrong sub-level. Did I? Pardon my English. Pitch black. Ooh, that reminds me. Hang tight, real quick. I gotta set something up that I forgot to.
All right.
And back. Sorry about that. Not that I think anybody's watching at this point, but... That's funny, from up top the grass kind of looks crappy. Like if the player could get up here, they'd see that all the grass just looked flat. But down here it's actually pretty good. Alright, time to shore up. More lighting. Hey, General X, how you doing? Yeah, it's really coming along. I'm pretty happy with the progress. Would have liked to have been further along, but, you know, sometimes there's nothing you can do other than keep going. Keep fighting the good fight. There we go. That finally lit that up like I wanted. Sprinkle those around a little liberally. Because they're the same, roughly the same size asset as the one I just deleted, but it's got more light to it. So it should make lighting the ambiance a little bit easier here. Well, that didn't help at all. Let's light it up, light it up, up. I'm on fire! Mastering light mask features of Unreal 4. This was released yesterday. watch that. Oh, crap. I didn't realize that giant ugly rock was still there. Ugh. What I'm doing now is just replacing some assets that there's a giant ugly rock that I absolutely hated. That's better. Alright, now let's find the dark spots. Well, it's not that. It's just I would... There's a couple logistical things that I'm trying to overcome, which is, ideally I need to get a publisher, and if I self-publish this, right when it's done, there is no opportunity for publisher. Publisher will not pick a game that's already been released gold. So, I'm trying to do a couple of things, spend a little more time to make it a really good game, and second, entice a publisher to pick it up. We need revenues, and we need them badly. The poor little studio is not in a good way right at this moment. I even took a look at Kickstarter today. There are 150 games on Kickstarter, and almost none of them are even remotely close to getting even like $5,000 or $6,000. So Kickstarter is kind of dead for video games at this point, unless you're just a giant studio that's making a sequel. So I am trying to overcome some nightmarishly difficult logistics right now. That I didn't think we'd have to worry about. Hey, Austin Yarger. I don't know if you're watching, but thanks for the like on Facebook. I hope you're doing well. I wonder. Do we have a torch mesh? We do not. I like these monsters. Likely more educational. Yeah, Austin, I definitely got my education in the nightmares of game development. No Halloween pun intended, or was it? I thought you taught class, Austin. Like, you always struck me as like the super put together dude that's got all of his shit going. Is that not true? Grape tomatoes. Alright. I do want to check out this material pack. Two mass materials, 9 material instances, 57 textures. Huh. I wonder how high they scale up. You're a student-professor hybrid? Well, you got your shit together regardless. Oh, I was looking for that torch. Oof. Ooh. Medieval Watchtower pack. It's not on sale. But they do have torches. With a light function. I wonder how much. I want to see how those torches look. It's a cool tower, though. Those torches only come in a sconce. Kind of looks that way. I'm going to jump onto Turbo Squid real quick and see if they have a torch. They do, but that is a little hideous. I was hoping for a mesh that something like this. Oof. It is not attractive at all. Alright. What I was hoping to do was break up the lighting by more than just either burn barrels, fire pits, or the safety checkpoints here. I really want to. This ended up being a little bit more of a challenge to light than I was expecting because of all the curves in the murder maze. And it's been lots of fun. It's just, holy crap, did it turn into a time sink. Because the other levels are all fairly open rooms. So I can put a couple of lights in and call it a day. But this, every freaking corner. Feature creep! Yeah, that goes up into the murder maze. I wonder if I can cheat this a little bit. Bad. Some of these bigger ones. Toss out. Well, I gotta put the sanity lights in too. Ah, I do a good job or don't do it. Pardon my big schnoz, I gotta blow my nose. I would like to cheat that. I thought the directional light would pop a little bit more light into there. And I guess it does, but I'm getting a little bit of the overhang. And you know what I really need to do is just stick these little bastards around there. What have I got set up? They are at a 0.3 with a 4. Oof, look at that attenuation. It is freaking huge. Huge, I say, but it's static, so it's not a big deal. What if I yoink one of these over right in the right sublevel? Let's yoink one of these over. Oh, gosh dang it, Scott! Did you see what I did there? We just grabbed the component instead of the mesh. Because these are not sanity lights. These are simply guide lights, or ambient lights, guide lights, so that way I don't have to try and light every single freaking nook and cranny. The thing is, I don't want to like have I don't want them to The Pinky, how you doing? Привет, меня зовут Scott. Let's see what you said. It says hi. Hell. I don't know what the rest of it is. I'm gonna pop it in real quick. Hang on. What kind of toy, if not a secret? I feel like... oh, you're asking what kind of game? The Google Translate did not quite... not quite nail that one. This is a jump scare horror game. Just finishing up the final levels on it. Let me give you a little bit of a look. Now we're getting a couple people in today from Ukraine and possibly Russia. Where are you from, the Pinky? Yeah, let me give you a better view on some of the sexy, sexy zombies we've got hanging out. Oh my god, I got lost in my own murder forest. There we go. Nope. There it is. Holy balls. That took too long. We got some of our happy little sexy zombies just hanging out. You know what I should do is grab a screen cap of this and put it out on Twitter for today. High res shot 3. Hey, Jalem Prex, how the hell are you doing today? Privet, Minya Zavut Scott. I got to say that twice today. And we're going to jump over into save, screenshots, windows, see if I can find the one I just saved. Do any of these look like, there it is. Let us tweet it out. It's hard to understand a voice in English is not selenium. Not sure what selenium means. Happy Halloween. Oh, Pinky. You're gonna throw more in Russian at me, are you? That's Cyrillic. I'm not there yet. I'm telling you, I'm trying. Oh, you realize that it's horror? Yeah, jump scare, mild puzzle. It's all about ambiance and... Privet, как дела? Zachary Marchetti. Hello, how are you? Da. It's about... I'm learning. I've only got a couple of things. You gotta give me a chance here. All right. We're going to rename this to Halloween KMD 2017. And let's see if that lets us upload it. Tweet! You learned 3 phrases about 3 years ago? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the Cyrillic alphabet because my brain is not. Hey, Camille Kochansky. Hopefully you're watching, and Savannah Garcia. Over there on Facebook. All right. Man, that did not light anything like I wanted it to. Oy vey. Crap, I do need torches. Crap, 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 crap. Zachary, are you good at modeling? Because they use a host of software. The programs that our artists have used to create all the models were like 4 or 5 different programs. They used Maya for the 3D models, ZBrush for sculpts, the Quixel suite, which is Endu, Dedo, 3Do, Photoshop for the textures, so and all of those are, hey Middle, welcome back. All of those are ones that you have to purchase. Hang on one sec. If you want to start doing stuff using free software, try Blender. You have already released some games. The number is shown on the fingers. I'm not sure what that means. We've released, we're shopping for a publisher for our main game, which is Twabor. And we've also released Loops of Zen. This third one's called Kaet Must Die. Oh shoot, and I forgot to hashtag in Twitter. I am just a big old fat dummy. Alrighty. There's like torches you can just jam in the ground anywhere and it just makes sense. Problem with these is these are fairly large meshes and I gotta keep putting them everywhere. I'm not a big fan of that. It just looks, I don't know, too repetitive. And I could put the damn burning barrels everywhere. They do look good. And I'm going to end up putting them there. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to pop up on the marketplace. I'm gonna look at props real quick just to see if anything jumps out at me. I can't believe there's a fidget spinner mesh. There's body parts. Do we need body parts? It's a weird set of noses. Why noses? No body parts. I don't need modular ships. Don't need sacks. Open world camping pack. Is there a torch? I already have a campfire, so I don't need that. Dang it. got quiet all of a sudden in chat. I wonder if I scared everybody off. Adventure loot pack. Why aren't the sacks with the body parts? You haven't had any coffee yet today? Adventure loot pack. That's kind of neat, but at $100, with money getting really tight. No, no, no. Well, I gotta peace out in about half an hour anyway. My little girl's got a Halloween parade that I'm gonna go check out. The Dapper hat collection. Man, I want that just because it's dapper. Beach props. Don't need that. It may be that medieval watchtower pack. It's only 14 bucks. Not really seeing anywhere else. 50 hats. Human internal organs. Man, that just sounds fantastic. Yeah, I am not seeing a torch. All right, so the question becomes, oof, those are so low poly. I think they're selling it more on the particles than the meshes. Holy crap. They said it's 7 gigs for that. Alright, you know, I'm going to pass. But what I am going to do is I could start introducing those pumps a little earlier because they do have a lot of cool lighting on them. Get rid of one of these smaller pieces, throw a pump in there. I know this is going to go poorly, but I can't scale it. What the hell is here? So many walls! Introducing them here will allow the player to see that they're coming. We're going to sculpt this down just a little bit. Oh, that's up! Let's sculpt down. It is super annoying that you have to wait to bake the landscape textures, but whatever. Smooth that out a little bit. And then we're going to flatten it. We're going to move them down a little. See how that looks. I mean, it looks neat, but all it does is create a travel obstacle. Without actually adding anything to it. Hey, Smoggy Chips. It is a jump scare horror with a mild bit of puzzle solving. More about ambiance, tone, that kind of stuff. Here, I'll light it up a little bit for you. Right now I'm trying to finish up a murder maze and a murder forest, where around every corner there is something that will kill you. Bloop, bloop. But I am struggle busing a little on the light build because I'm trying to take a couple of shortcuts that I shouldn't take, and it's not really paying off for me like I'd like. And I really don't want that there, so I'm going to sculpt that right back out. Thanks, Smoggy Chips. I'm about to head out to go to my daughter's Halloween parties, but I will be back in about I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. Toss us a follow or subscribe or whatever the hell YouTube does, and I'll be back on later if you want to watch some more. Gotta smooth that out. Thanks, buddy. There we go, that's nice. That's a little smoother. Problem is we've got these rocks that sometimes don't follow the terrain like I want them to. Oof, and then I just borked that tree. Tree is easy enough to fix though, because I can just... This one isn't a murder tree, so there's no zombies on it. There's no bodies hanging on it, so I can just rotate them a little bit without borking the rest of it. The game is in C++ because it's using the Unreal Engine, but I don't do any of the coding. I have engineer Paul that does all that. All right. I've always hated that section, so I'm going to paint out. Oops. Just a little bit of a trail. Any luck with partnerships yet? Not yet, Jalamprex. I'm sweating balls over here for it. It is possible to create it using only blueprints. I do not have the skill in the blueprints. I have a little bit of knowledge based off of what my engineer has had me do, but I do not have, at this time, excuse me, I have a tomato in my mouth. At this time, the ability to create new stuff without Paul's help or prior examples. So, he kind of sets it up for me, and then I just go from there. But yeah, it's easily possible to create a full game from blueprints. That's why they made the whole system. Baking on landscape textures. Kind of slouching today. And the challenge you're going to run into, Smoggy Chips, is that depending on which tutorial you're watching, a lot of the blueprint may be deprecated to different names. So when we went from 4.14 or 4.11 to 4.14 to 4.16, there's a lot of stuff that Unreal renames or changes slightly in how the blueprints work. And so if you're watching a tutorial from like a year ago, it may not even work anymore. They do have some pretty decent help and support and community, which I really like about the Unreal community, but it's just like, holy balls, there is always so much that's just changing and changing and changing. Murder Force is, balls. That means I've got two of those right there, right next to each other. But that's okay, because you know what? The player isn't going to see like a million of them at one time. This is 4.16.3. We didn't move past into 4.17 because of something to do with the version of Visual Studio that 4.17 and 4.18 compile in. My engineer said he didn't want to deal with something to do with that. And what Paul says goes. Alright. I'm going to call it for right now, but I will be back after the Halloween parade this afternoon. And I'm going to be streaming for quite a while this evening because I got a bunch of shit I get done and I'm just running out of time. So I'm going to kill the stream. I will see you guys in a couple hours. Where the hell is my... There it is. See you guys... Oh, Lord. I think XSplit has crapped out on me. So, I'm going to have to try and close it through the task manager. Hell of a day today. Hell of a day. Alright. See you guys soon.